Hello and welcome back to Abuja from Oka on an abridged version of Nationwide. I am Olajide Bello. Remember, you can watch these broadcasts live on our website nta.ng/live and on our other social media handles displayed on your screen for update. Our President Bola Tinubu is in Oka, Anambra State capital, on a one-day official visit. The president on arrival was received by the state governor, Chikuma Soludo, some state governors, National Assembly members from the zone, among other dignitaries. The president, on the invitation of the state governor, is in Anambra to inaugurate some projects executed by the state government. At a civic reception where he was conferred with a traditional chieftaincy title, the president commends the governor and the people of Anambra State for laying good foundation for rapid development. He says the federal government is ready to join hands with Governor Soludo and the people to develop the state and the country.
Great people of Anambra and the Southeast. Southeast, I salute your enterprise, your innovation, and your wavering commitment to progress. Anambra has long stood as a beacon of commerce, intellect, and cultural strength, a pride not only to the Southeast, but to Nigeria as a whole. My visit today bears bold testament to parts of my speech during my campaign here. I recall vividly telling you then that Charles Soludo, your son, is my friend and still my friend. I salute his vision. He is a brilliant man. He has the brain, he is a thinker, he knows the way. We will work together inclusively. When I became the president, Soludo be one of those advisors who will bring prosperity back to you. From what I've seen and heard, from the evidence on the ground today, a solid foundation is being laid. And Anambra is on the rise.
President Bola Tinubu has communicated the Senate seeking confirmation of appointees for the Southwest, North Central and South Development Commissions. Listed as appointees are 19 persons for the North Central Development Commission, with Cosmas Akiri as chairman and Cyril Yeltsin as managing director. The Southwest Development Commission has 18 appointees, listing Senator Olubumi Adetumbi and Dr. Charles Akinola as chairman and managing director in that order, while the South Development Commission has appointed 18 persons, with Chibudum Moche as chairman and Usoro Ofyong Akpabio as managing director. The nominees will be screened by respective committees before confirmation. And the House of Representatives has urged the federal government to establish more compressed natural gas conversion centers across the country. Adopting a motion by Deputy Minority Leader Aliu Madaki, the House believes that conversion of vehicles to CNG will bring down the cost of living for Nigerians and called for equitable distribution of the CNG conversion kits and centers across the geopolitical zones of the country.
Is benefiting from the presidential initiative, while no state in the Northeast is listed as a beneficiary, worried that the exemption of other states from the initiative as commuters of those states are not put into consideration.
The main aim of this initiative is to give relief to the Nigerian masses occasioned by the transitive hardship as a result of fuel subsidy removal. But then look at the cities that were exempted, talk less of even the corridors. Look at the corridor of Lokoja, Abuja, Kano. Why are the CNG platforms?
It's a federal government project, and it's very important that it spreads across board without any segregation or marginalization.
Most countries that use CNG have now moved from CNG to hybrid vehicles, and in the process, after some years, they moved to full EV, electric vehicles. I believe that the next move we should be making is going towards hybrid, half and half electric and half combustion.
Those in support of this motion as amended should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion will be referred to a committee to be constituted in due course.
Meanwhile, the trend of defections continues in the House of Representatives as 3 lawmakers from Katsina State formally announced their resignation from the People's Democratic Party to join the governing All Progressives Congress, citing internal party crisis in the PDP as reasons for cross-carpeting. Their defection was witnessed by Katsina State Governor Dikko Umar Rada, who was in plenary briefly to show solidarity and support. Practical solutions to inefficiencies in public administration and governance being experienced in various areas of human endeavors have been identified in a book presented to the public with the title Public Administration and the Evolution of Governance in Nigeria. Kenneth Nanim reports that the book, written by a broadcast journalist Olayemi Daniel of the Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria, FRCN, is apolitical and non-commercial and dedicated to the Vice President Kashim Shettima.
The book, Public Administration and the Evolution of Governance in Nigeria, has been reviewed as a masterpiece that will chart a new roadmap to efficient public administration that will engender good governance where all citizens will play a part.
The idea of writing this book is just to inspire people to do better when it comes to managing resources and to make our country a greater place for us all.
Director General of the Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria, Dr. Mohammed Bulama, commended the efforts of his staff, who is a news reporter, presenter and editor, as well as other staff of the corporation who have authored books in the past.
That such a publication emanates from within the ranks of the FRCN, 6 volumes of the enabling environment the corporation fosters, one that encourages critical thinking, research, and a commitment to nation building beyond the microphone.
Public administration is just like security, that is everybody's business.
This book is already a very valuable resource that we will all benefit from. It doesn't matter your vocation, it doesn't matter your profession, it doesn't matter what you do, you still find it valuable.
The 12-chapter book will also be shelved as a research material that will provide insights for administrators, journalists, and other scholars in various fields of human endeavor. Kenneth Nanim, NTA News.
The Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC, in partnership with the Korea International Cooperation Agency, has organized an international conference on smart education and digital literacy. The goal is to enhance access, quality and inclusivity in education through innovative digital solutions. The report.
Its pressing challenges such as poverty, insecurity, climate-related disruptions, and high rate of learning, technology is emerging as a powerful tool to turn adversity into opportunity for inclusive growth in Nigeria. The Ministry of Education emphasizes that emerging technologies, including artificial intelligence and mobile learning, can be strategically leveraged to transform learning experiences, especially at the foundational level.
We affirm a shared commitment to building an inclusive, digitally empowered educational system that can deliver on the promise of the new agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
We have established smart schools in each of all the states in Nigeria. We have built more than 100 effective schools using blended learning and multimedia education.
Yes, it's not the same number of students, but on the average, the US smart schools outperform the traditional schools.
As Nigeria deepens its commitment to digital transformation in education, the partnership between UBEC and KOICA serves as a shining example of how international collaboration can fuel educational innovation and significantly improve learning outcomes for students across the country.
And away from smart education, as the world marks World Red Cross Day, National President Nigerian Red Cross Society says this year's theme, Keeping Humanity Alive, speaks to the missions of millions of responders who run towards danger in emergencies, not away from it, to protect human dignity. Deborah Balagbobo reports that the group embarked on a road walk to drive home the message of humanity.
World Red Cross Day is observed every year to celebrate contributions of the International Red Cross and Red Crescent societies that play crucial roles in disaster relief, healthcare, refugee assistance, and conflict response around the world. This year's celebration continues to serve as a reminder that empathy and organized support can change outcomes.
Well, we have to charge ourselves. We need our advocacy for this society.
British Red Cross is here in the long term. We have signed a 10-year partnership agreement with the Nigerian Red Cross to support the Nigerian Red Cross in addressing the humanitarian challenges in the country.
We are celebrating the work of our volunteers that you see here today. On side of being humanity really means we elevate suffering wherever it is found.
The World Red Cross Day came to be in 1948, 3 years after the end of World War II, when the world was still healing from the horrors of conflict, and the need for a day to recognize humanitarian efforts was apparent. In Abuja, Deborah Balagbobo, NTA News.
And time now to join Adiola Komiakere in Lagos for more on Nationwide. Good afternoon, Adiola. It's over to you.
Towards repositioning the federal government-owned media house, management of the Voice of Nigeria VON, led by the Director General Jibril Babandache, visited the Administrative Staff College of Nigeria ASCON to solicit partnership with the aim of promoting enhanced service delivery between both agencies. Diana Ajala reports that the DG VON also disclosed that VON is set to open in Madrid, Spain soon.
Recognizing the crucial role and contributions of the Administrative Staff College of Nigeria, ASCON, in human capacity building of workers in the public and private sector of the nation, particularly in an era with the ever-changing trends in leadership style, the visit of the Director General, Voice of Nigeria, Jibril Baba Ndachi, and his team could be best described as an August meeting. The DG noted that the visit is for both agencies to synergize for improved service delivery, while offering ASCON a platform at VON with the aim of disseminating happenings at the college.
The role of human oversight remains very constant and critical to success of every organization and every country. We are also here to help ASCON tell its own story.
Ndachi also shed more light on the ongoing development plans at the Voice of Nigeria.
We are determined to reposition the institution with the support of the President and Commander-in-Chief and the Minister of Information, the idea of placing public media institutions where they truly belong.
And for the Acting Director General, ASCON and management, effective collaboration such as this will go a long way in reshaping the operations of both agencies.
Voice of Nigeria is 7+1, at least 7 languages plus the English language we are used to. So those who are used to Dutch, they will hear, German, they will hear, and so on and so forth. We are happy to say that Mandarin is also coming. So in China, they'll be hearing about us too, and all of that. So is a good one for us.
The like-minded agencies later exchanged pleasantries with gifts that would serve as a reminder of their visit. A tour of the college's facilities rounded off the visit. In Lagos, Diana Ajale, NTA News.
And that's it from Lagos. Nationwide continues with Jenny in Portharcourt after this break.
Good evening and welcome to Portharcourt. Experts at the Stakeholders Forum and National Symposium on Visual Arts have called for synergy among key players in the industry to stimulate the creative industry as a major revenue driver for Nigeria. Kingsley Amajiri reports that the two-day events at Rivers State University, Portharcourt is spearheaded by National Gallery of Art.
The creative economy globally is noted to be a lucrative sector, generating billions in revenue while also supporting millions of jobs. Statistics indicate that it contributes significantly to the GDP, remaining a major driver of economic growth, particularly in emerging markets. Here in Nigeria, the federal government, through the National Gallery of Art, is poised to take advantage of the opportunities in arts, culture, tourism, and the creative economy. The rise in the use of AI and the need to integrate it into creative solutions and drive entrepreneurship is what National Gallery of Art is pushing for to help increase Nigeria's GDP.
Our agency has, with combined efforts of the Education, Human Resource, and Applied and Research departments in developing the Visual Arts Enterprise Development Initiative. This will support young artists with mentorship, business training, seed capital and funding, and incubation opportunities.
The power of arts, leveraging the potential of AI, and fostering entrepreneurial spirit, we can unlock new opportunities, drive innovation, and propel Nigeria's creative industry.
The keynote speaker examined the convergence of AI, arts, and entrepreneurship, while the lead paper took a look at unleashing a new renaissance in Nigeria's visual arts sector to help boost the creative economy in the country.
The visual art generates billions of dollars in foreign countries. Why would our government not tap into this same industry and generate funds for the government?
The technical session examined how to impact on nation's GDP with creative industry as economic driver, with calls for caution in the use of AI for preservation of the unique cultures. The 7th Stakeholders Forum and the 8th National Symposium on Visual Arts were heralded with a roadshow in Portharcourt, a strategy that helped attract wider public participation. In Portharcourt, Kingsley Amajiri, NTA News.
And that's it from Portharcourt. Olajide is back to you in Abuja.
Many thanks, Jenny. And black smoke emerges from the Vatican on the second day of conclave, indicating no decision on new pope. Ekenendulwe reports that more votings will be held until a two-thirds majority consensus is reached.
It is the first full day of the conclave to find a replacement for Pope Francis, with this morning's inconclusive pair of votes yielding black smoke from the Sistine Chapel chimney. The next vote is set to begin at 5:30 p.m. local time. 133 cardinals from around the world have cast their ballots in 3 rounds of voting so far. On Wednesday evening, after more than 3 hours, inconclusive votes were signaled by black smoke. This Thursday morning's votes were a repeat of that. During the papal conclave, the cardinals are barred from living or having any contact with the outside world. The cardinal electors can vote in up to 34 rounds of voting until they select the next leader of the world's 1.4 billion Catholics. That will be announced with white smoke billowing from the Apostolic Palace, after which the new pope will emerge onto the balcony to greet his flock. In Abuja, Ekenendulwe, NTA News.
And back in Nigeria, astute politicians on the platform of the defunct Congress for Progressive Change, CPC, have thrown their weights behind the transformative leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu beyond 2027, owing to what they described as a working presidency. Abubakar Akwanga reports.
The group, led by former Governor of Nasarawa State Senator Morutanko Almakura, said the CPC bloc of the All Progressives Congress APC is determined to contribute to the success of the present administration and affirmed that there is no faction or division amongst members.
We must remain steadfast, patient, and supportive. We commend the bold steps taken by President Tinubu, and we urge Nigerians to trust the process, knowing that the foundation being laid today will lead to a more prosperous and secure future.
Senator Almakura further appealed to Nigerians to rally around the renewed hope agenda of the president and urged those craving for immediate solutions to Nigerian economic challenges to remain resolute and confident under the APC administration.
As we move forward, we do so with renewed strength, a deep sense of responsibility, and an unshakable commitment to the APC and the success of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, and ultimately the future of our beloved country.
Some of the chieftains at the World Press Conference were Governor Dikko Umar of Katsina State, former Governor of Katsina State Aminu Bello Masari, former Minority Leader of House of Representatives Farouk Adamu Aliyu, Chairman National Drug Law Enforcement Agency General Buba Marwa, among other chieftains of the APC. In Abuja, Abubakar Akwanga, NTA News.
Well, that's it on a brief version of Nationwide. Many thanks for being a part of it. I am Olajide Bello.